Hi, my name is Manjinder Singh Sidhu and I'm a human rights activist, author and speaker. I come from the Sikh background. I was born to two traditional parents in Birmingham, and my life was very strict and conservative growing up. There was a lot of arguments in my house and I was very afraid to be open about who I am. And who I am is an gay man from a ghettoized place in Birmingham. And growing up, it was quite difficult for me to come to terms with that because my society and those around me all echoed that I must be a straight man who married a woman. And my mom, from a very young age, used to say things like, oh, I can't wait until you get married and you have a wife and I can make chapatis with her, go shopping for saris and have kids and look after them at home. So from a very young age of 8, I had all those pressures. And when puberty kicked in, I got really scared because my desire was not for women, but for men. And I grappled with that for a while and I tried to make myself straight. For a couple of years, from the age of 11 to 13, I tried to brainwash myself to be a straight man. Imagine how I would marry a woman and the life I would have. But I came to a stage where I thought, you know what, I don't want to destroy another person's life and I'd rather just live the life I was given by God. So I was very religious, but I kind of let go of my Sikh religion after I came to terms with who I was, because I didn't know what the religion said about being gay. So then I just decided I would study really hard, leave home, get a job away from home, and live the life I was meant to live. Now, because of the arguments and problems at home, I was not comfortable telling my parents about it. So I went to university in London, to UCL, and the further away from home I went, the more depressed I got and the more mental health issues that came with it. I couldn't find a boyfriend. I was very discreet and closeted and I just didn't know what to do. I even lived abroad for a few years doing human rights work in the Middle East, Europe and Asia, and depression and suicidal thoughts just got hold of me because I couldn't find a relationship and I was in fear that I would be disowned, killed or worse. So I just started having all these suicidal thoughts. That's when I started looking for solutions and ways to improve my life. I started looking at spirituality, meditating, doing yoga, doing affirmations and other things, because all these years I'd been away from religion and I was quite religious before. So I had lost that sort of grounding within me. And when I started looking at things that were positive, my life started to improve. And I decided I would come out to my parents via text message. I was very scared, but they took it really well, and they wanted to have advice and support from other people, but there was nothing out there. There was nothing out there in Punjabi. There was no support services. My mom thought I would become a woman, and my dad thought I had some health condition and I couldn't work. And that is why I decided to write this self-help book called Bollywood Gay, which within it is a #1 bestseller, has 13 different languages, 4 coming out to parents if they don't speak English. So having written that, I started doing video blogs on YouTube in different languages to help people. I started speaking at many events. It took a lot to get to that stage, of course. I had to do a lot of work within, because coming from the background I come from, you're not expected to be anything other than straight. So yes, there were family threats. Yes, there was this community who were kind of not fully understanding of who I was. But I worked as an out gay Sikh man for the Sikh channel, making documentaries. I won loads of awards, human rights in India. In the UK, I won loads of different awards, LGBT awards. So things started to pick up. And I was only able to do this after my sisters were married off and free. So continuing on with that, I carried on doing equality diversity work, and I carried on helping people by doing coaching and therapy online and face-to-face to help people to also come out and live the life of their dreams. It is, of course, a journey, and a journey that I'm very grateful for, and that's why I'm sharing this story with you today. Thank you.